The educational system also impacted by the storm. Here in New Providence, C.I. Gibson Senior High School is one of two educational institutions that will not be resuming classes next week due to extensive damage it received during Hurricane Matthew. Minister of Education, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, explains.
What we learned when we went and did a close inspection, that there's a pretty big part of the school that actually has is shingle roofing and wooden roof. And that part of the school actually had very minimal damage. And so we're making an assessment now of how we may be able to utilize that school as we make our plans. And so that's why we're having to put off the exact date with regard to that. There's some logistical issues we're trying to sort out with regard to timetabling and planning. And so we need another couple of days to resolve that.
High school also sustained damage from the storm and will not resume classes next week due to the impact. And while classes are expected to resume next week in other public schools, the Minister of Education maintains the biggest concern is the safety of all staff and students.
Concern, of course, really above the construction, because that's minor part from C.I. Gibson and GHS, is really the electrical. And so we have all of our electricians who we have engaged to check all of our schools before they turn the electricity back on. Some of them are back on now and they've been cleared. Others we want to make sure that they are clear before we give the go-ahead.